something things that they want to see you do for them. I'm not doing shit for a motherfucker, but I did watch her post.
My kiddos are up, but I found it wild that you had nothing to say about FWA getting people's information for a bluff. She said, "Oh, I didn't do anything with the information though," but it was like tragic that I had done that because of Florida Man and his antics. So I was just sitting here waiting, seeing if you were going to actually call it out like you called me out and drag her like you dragged me, but I'm seeing that's not going to happen.
Well, two things. I've definitely let FWA know how I feel about that. I think I've let the entire internet know how I feel about that. I also let you know, right?
Yeah, you let me know publicly and dragged me and allowed a whole panel of people up, but you just gave her a slap on the wrist. Why
are you being mean?
I'm pointing out the facts, girl.
No, but you're not, because you're not in every single one of my lives. You're not in every single one of FWA's lives. You don't know what I have talked to her about. You don't know what I've addressed. So please don't try to put that jacket on me. And I told you with Florida Man in the box to just take the high road, right? Because if you make the reports and you end up in court, it's not going to go anywhere if it's banter. I literally told you that. With him in the box, I told you to call the fucking police on the man while he sat in the box.
That has nothing to do
I did.
with
what, blame you.
What
I'm
talking about.
I've done all the things that you've said to do, and we're just sitting here like a lump on a log, waiting for maybe the day he goes to jail.
Jen just needs to
like I said, he ran from a warrant for 7 years, girl. I'm not waiting 7 years for this.
I understand, but let me ask you something. If you turn around and you do the same shit that he's doing to you, to him, does that make you any better?
But I didn't, though.
And
I didn't do the same shit that he did to me.
And that's fine. Then perfect.
But I got my ass handed to me by you and several people in your panel, as if I had done the same things that he had done to me, if I had done the same thing to him. And I just find it strange that you're a truth teller, okay? And
so weren't you threatening to get?
Yes, I absolutely was. So, but that's exactly what FWA was doing, right? And you just
talking about that night, and I have talked to FWA about it.
But did you drag her like you dragged me? Why didn't you drag her like you dragged me? If you don't have a bone to pick with anybody, you're on your own team. Why didn't you do the same thing to her?
Why are you so hype? I did speak to her just as I spoke to you, Smash.
Where?
Standing. I don't have a problem with you.
Where did you speak to her?
I never dragged you for that.
Because I think you were just asking questions tonight that indicated to me that you had just found this information out, that she had actually been doing the same things that I had done, but you didn't drag her. I'm just saying, if you're going to be fair, be fair around.
Did she not just sit up here and say that she has talked to me and came forth to me on the back end and on the front end? She just sat in here and said that. She just
So you've known for however long, for weeks and weeks and weeks now, because it's been weeks since her trying to find my information and Unknown's information, or whoever's information. You've known all this time that she did that, and you had a conversation with her on the back end? Or did you just find that out tonight?
Get to the goal, because I don't understand what you're trying to fucking say.
I think that...
You expect that I dragged her because you are assuming that you got dragged? I didn't even drag you. What are you fucking talking about?
Girl, you allowed the whole panel, as many people that could fit in a panel, to come up and come at me sideways.
Yep.
To take the high road.
No, to tell me that I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I was a terrible person for it. I was so terrible for doing something that...
To be threatening to dox innocent people, which went back to the fact of...
Right, which is exactly what FWA did. She threatened...
I fully understand you have ADHD. I do too. But we're right back to square one a month ago when you were in my panel, and now you're claiming you were dragged, but you just don't listen. It was about the fact that you were looking for people's information... to attempt for the catching strays, just like what Florida Man was doing. And I was telling you, please take the high road. Don't do that to people just because he's doing that to people when it's hurting you, that like people like Malibu were catching strays. That's what I was hype about. I'm well aware of all of it on all sides. And I say the same thing to FWA. It is not okay to dox people. It's never okay to put people's information out. I I have kept the same, and I keep the same energy for everybody. I've literally said it to everybody. I just called Mikey a weird bald-headed fuck. Like, I don't.
You're missing the point,
I guess
MJ.
I'm just confused still.
I understand.
I've literally I keep the same thing all across the board for everybody.
I understand.
All I did was I told you to please take the high road so that not all these people catch strays, because it was hurting you and it was making you emotional, and emotions were high that your people.
I got a different vibe. I'm not gonna lie.
I was in the box that day. I definitely didn't drag you. I said to just take accountability. You could just say, yeah, I did that and I shouldn't have. Instead of just saying that, you said, well, this person did it, but this person did it. Instead of just saying, yes, I did something and I shouldn't have, you had to deflect and put it on what someone else did when that someone else wasn't the topic.
What's up?
I said that day what Florida Man did and does.
Just me. I'm not going in there because as soon as I go in there, what's going to happen? Oh, Scammy supports a pedophile because they put that information out yesterday. And of course, MJ didn't look into it and see that. No, I did not. I was talking about the record. So yeah, I'm not going in there.
So you can hear? Man is right. You're not
know how
on the same
okay.
level.
Okay, well I got it now. I got it. We know how Florida Man is.
Hold
got
on.
it.
Just everybody. Jesus, fuck. My point is that you don't have the same characteristics as Florida Man. Okay, respectfully, I think everybody on the app understands that you're not as fucking low as Florida Man. Most people are not. Why you're taking that offensive is fucking beyond me, but it's actually a compliment. Okay. We don't have to match those same kind of energies. We don't. I don't think you're as low as Florida Man, right? Even if I disagree with some of the things you say, I don't think that you are as low as Florida Man. And I definitely don't think that you should go as low as Florida Man. I don't think anybody should.
But I didn't. I literally didn't. I could.
And that's respectable.
I easily could, but I didn't. But I got my ass handed.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. That's a good one.
Like,
all right. Well, I don't know. If you don't get it, that's fine. Other people get it in the comments. That's great.
I feel like I'm understanding, but that was handled a while ago. And
I was just gonna see. I was.
Because if we speak out, this is what happened.
Yep.
Proving it. You're literally proving it.
Literally.
Exactly, Hazel. And that, honestly, it was at that time that I was like, oh, shit. Like, wow, this is fucking nuts. And so now, because you watched, you said that you watched Kitty. And you've seen things for days.
What's
and,
up?
Things were making sense. And you finally started asking questions. And because you went...
Where is Jen? I'm expecting her to come on live pretty soon. Where's Jen?
He's doxing your messages.
Is she crying because she didn't get her GoFundMe?
Yeah, which, like I said, you can't intimidate me. You can't intimidate me. If I say something, it's because of how I feel. If I saw something and I say something about it, it's because of how I felt. I'm not like oh my God, she's fat and ugly and she's in this and like, I don't care, dude. Like, it's not our fault that you're predictable. And I don't care. Same thing with Mikey. I don't care. You cannot fucking intimidate me. If somebody sees something that I said that they don't like, block me and move the fuck on. I don't care. Florida Man, I don't know how many times I can tell you in how many different ways. You will not intimidate me. I do not give a fuck.
I literally said a while ago, MJ, I literally said, the reason why I was afraid to get away from Florida Man and Bougie is because I know what they can do, what they can make up, the AI shit they can make. I remember Mittens calling me one night and saying that she called Florida Man and asked about Unknown and the whole shaken baby thing. And Florida Man told her, and I quote, I just made it up and people believed it. And that's why Mitten says that she's afraid to walk away from them.
Yeah. I can imagine. I can imagine there's probably people from my old crew that'll team up with him and try to put my personal shit out there. I don't give a fuck. They've already done it all. They've already done it all. What are you going to talk about? My deceased niece again?
Right, Miss Amy?
Then they're done that. Like, what do you got? What do you got? You aren't going to find shit on my record. I just told Mikey what my record was.
How are you
Driving
feeling,
with
Pep?
no insurance when I was like, I think I was 17. I might have been 18, give or take. In a disorderly person jostling, I think I was maybe 22.
Oh, Jesus. Mallory's on?
I'm almost 40. Like,
It's just, and I told, like, my fiance a while back, because he didn't understand it. He's like, I don't understand why the fuck you're around these people. And look at the shit they can make up. I've watched it.
Yeah, you sat there while they did.
and to be fully transparent, I don't really care. Like, I don't worry about image. Like, I don't give a fuck what people think or how they feel about me. I'm willing to have a conversation with people about it, right? And if I feel like, if you come forward, like Smash just now, like, I apologize. I said it today. I'm not the judge, the jury.
I just
or
saw
the
that
executioner.
screenshot,
It's not for me
Tracy.
to decide whether or not
Fred
you're guilty.
Flintstone, are you
It's just
still in
allegedly,
here?
But so is all this shit. All this shit on OG. So what the fuck are you doing? You're talking about people's struggles with addiction and all this shit, but you were literally messing around with Skittles, and you admitted it. Like, what are you doing? Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Megs, he has told me that more than one time as well, but I don't... MJ, was something said about Megan when I was in your box earlier, because I was muted and getting ready to go, so I wasn't hearing everything.
When you were in a box, I don't know if you were in a box. Adore may have said something about it, about her, the video of her and her husband saying it was a pronoun. But I don't remember if you were in the box or not. You could have been.
So, I didn't hear anything about Megan, but I'm going to say this, and I know I told
Yeah. Florida man admitted that for like a month straight,
Megan,
he and Skittles was doing that.
Megan has taken the time to be educated and to learn off the app.
Thanks, Seth.
Just because the shit's not happening on the app, and we're not like putting the shit on Front Street, doesn't mean that she is not actually taking the time to educate and be educated. So that's where I stand on that. But I didn't hear nothing said about her, so I wanted to ask you directly myself.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't think you were in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, I stand where I stand with Megan. Like I said, I don't hate the lady. It just like with Bougie, it was just a simple block for me. I had one awareness live about it when I first found out about it, and I played what I played, and that's just where I stand. You know.
Right. All sides watcher, I have not heard Megan say that word herself.
Yeah. I don't want to open up that whole topic right now because I need to get off of here.
Yeah. No.
I need to.
You need to, what? Let's see here.
Okay.
Oh, Spread Love has more videos out, of course. Let's see. Freaking psychopath. Let's see what she's got. Whatever that means. Okay. Can we please normalize and practice not ruining Spread story time by so rudely coming into a live and instead of saying hello, you immediately start yelling? Shut up.